As Kenya prepares to hold World Radio Day for the third time, Mombasa County is set to host the event for the first time in history this year. February 13th of every year was a date proclaimed by the United Nations Educational, Scientific and Cultural Organization, UNESCO, in 2011 to celebrate radio broadcast, improve international cooperation among radio broadcasters, and encourage decision makers to create and provide access to information through radio. According to the Coast Regional MCK Coordinator Maureen Moody, the event, which will be held at Nyali English Point Hotel, will also be attended by senior government officials, including PS, State Department for Broadcasting and Telecommunications, Professor Edward Kisiangani, senior security officials, over 15 radio stations from across the region, civil society organizations, among other stakeholders.
We are hosting the World Radio Day event, which is supposed to be on February 13th. So we will have a conference, half-day conference on the activity, and bringing about 100 people. This will be different stakeholders from journalists, station managers, civil society organizations, the judiciary, and also different groups like security teams. This event is important because it recognizes the important role that radio plays in the society, and considering Mombasa is one of the regions whereby the growth of radio has been very immense and very intense. We've been having different radio stations, both traditional and the online platforms, and nowadays everybody comes up with content. So we'll be looking at the different areas where we can look at the challenges and how to improve on what we have currently. Some of the guests that have been invited include the PS for the State Department of Broadcasting and Telecommunications, Professor Edward Kisiangani, and we also have the Communications Authority as one of our partners and sponsors. We will also partner with the Technical University of Mombasa, because apart from the main event on February 13th, we shall also have pre-activities that will precede the main event, and that will include the training of media practitioners from the region, from the coast region, and we are targeting Mombasa, Kwale, Kilifi, and Taita Taveta. So we'll be training about 100 media practitioners as well. And then we will also have some engagement with the station managers from this region as well, just to check on some of the needs that they have in the industry and how we can try to work together in terms of making sure that access to information is one of the issues that we handle, and also checking on safety and protection issues in their line of work.
Coast Region has over 15 radio stations, both online and traditional stations.
Currently we are doing 15 plus, if you put plus online and the normal radio stations. Did you say Mombasa or Coast? Okay. Also during the conference, we'll be launching the status of the media report 2022, which will basically share on the trends and what is happening currently in the media industry, and try to come up with some of the recommendations that we think would work for the current industry. We remember there's a lot of digital related issues currently, and we also want to look at how can we sustain ourselves as the radio industry, as the radio platforms that we're having currently. What can we do differently that can make us stay in the market? So those are some of the things that we'll be looking at. As Media Council, we've been having several engagements just to make sure we understand the dynamics and what is happening in the media industry, and just try to come up with ways on how to ensure the sustainability debate remains, and a few lessons can be learned on what we can do.
Reporting for Al Shifa TV from Mombasa County, I'm Zahra Nakaya.